So today I am doing a flip through of my commonplace book or bullet journal, and I use this one both as a commonplace book where I store book notes, ideas, and so on, and I also use it for daily planning. The reasoning behind doing it in one notebook is that I travel a lot and I am running around all of the time, and bringing along two notebooks is just a bit too much hassle in my case, so that's why I chose to only have one. And as you can see, this is my first bullet journal. I do a lot of my bullet journaling in Norwegian, but I do some of it in English as well. Here you have my first index page. This is a page which works as an index, so I can find different things later. And I have everything from my daily logs, monthly logs, to YouTube video idea scripts, and so much more. And I have been using this for a couple of months. As you can see, it has started to fill up a bit. So here, for example, you have the bullet journal method, which is the book by writer Carol, which I read. I actually read it once right before I got the book, and I also read it one more time after I got the book. And as you can see, I highlight different things. So everything that is in green is migrated into my note-taking app. So all of these green ones in this page, as well as this page, actually goes into Heptabase, while the other things isn't as important, or I have gone through it and figured out that I don't necessarily need to store these highlights. Even though I wrote them down, I've decided not to store them in a note-taking app, so these just stay in the bullet journal. The same goes for this side. Everything that is in yellow is something I want to reflect on later, so I'll do a full page, a full A5 page on the things that are yellow, because I have some thoughts I want to write down. So here is my notes regarding the commonplace book. I read a few articles, and I also watched a few videos while I took notes on this. So this is basically how I do my basic sort of note taking inside of my commonplace book. Here is a YouTube video idea where I just jotted down some ideas for my Heptabase video. And as you can see, I have a lot of daily notes. I have my journal inside of here. I do long form journaling as well, so I write down a full A5 page every time I feel a bit overwhelmed, or there are a few things I need to think about. Here you have the book Start With Why, which is a book I'm reading right now. I also do uh, highlight things inside of my journal pages as well, and these are also stored inside of Heptabase, because these are ideas I want to use for something later. As you can see, there are quite a few journaling pages, and I do not have the best handwriting, because there is no because I just don't have the best handwriting, but I can read it, and that's the most important part. As you can see, I have another YouTube script inside of here, and again I have highlighted a lot of stuff that is going into Heptabase, and I do this once a month. I migrate things from my commonplace book or bullet journal into my note-taking app. Here we have my September monthly log. So this is this month's monthly log and everything I have to do this month. And we have another daily log. We have Start With Why, another journal page. And I wanted to show you this because I decided to implement more colors into my bullet journal just to make it feel a little bit more fun to look at just by adding colors. And here again I have a note here. I wrote that I feel quite well today, and I marked this in yellow because I want to write a little bit more about what made me feel this good. Then we have my weekly view, and this is something I just started to implement. So here I have my to-dos and my goals for the week. Here I have different to-dos, things I actually have to do. So I want to have goals each week just to be able to have a plan for where I am going. And again, you can see that I have a start with why. I am still not finished with the book, and I use my bullet journal quite organically, so I jump pages sometimes, so you can see that the bullet journal method first starts at page 22, then it has another page at page 35 and so on. So I grow this one organically. I just like taking notes. I also have the Gary V audio experience inside of here because that's a podcast I listen to a lot. And just overall, this is how my bullet journal looks. I do long form journaling, I do book notes, I put everything inside of here. And it has been a game changer to start a bullet journal.